Our final part of the two-day conference. So I'm very happy to have with us Franck Zhang, who's the head of global product strategy and markets at Trina Solar. So what we want to do is, like we had yesterday, we want to have a fire chat actually, and we want to discuss a little bit, reflect what we learned at this that event today, and see how Trina looks at trends and the market. Hi, Franck.
Hi, hello, Michael. Hello, everyone. This is Franck from Trina Solar.
Okay, so let's be quick. So that's why it's called a fire chat. Fast answers, quick questions, quick answers, and then we see that we kind of wrap that up quickly. It's late in China again. Okay, so Franck, let's maybe start. So on the module trends Trina is seeing and addressing at SNEC, simply because as this event is also a preview to SNEC, and we would like to also understand what you will focus on.
Yes. Okay. First of all, Trina Solar, this time we will, I think, give you our customer full Vertex families, including 400, 500, and 600. Yes. So which will cover already a different scenario, including rooftop, CNI, and utility large scale. This first one. The next one is, I think, the ultra high power module, including probably we will have a high technology. The power, probably power being up to 700 something. Yes. I think the more important is, so we still propose, we try to standardize the module size, especially the width and the length, together with our partners. This means in case this one standardize the size of modules will benefit a lot for any customer, especially EPC company, yes or not. This is our probably module product, yes.
Okay, great. And then what's the main message, actually, the main theme to your customers from SNEC? Everyone will listen. It's the only trade show that's taking place.
Yeah. So first one, for module side is ultra high module power beam, which will bring more value for customer, especially BOS cost saving. Now, as you know, the oil material, the price is growing, right? Recently, we suffer a lot. So with this ultra high module, I think we will save a lot of cabling and steel, racking, and also the labor cost. This is very key information we want to deliver. We will deliver the lower LCOE product for customer, I think. Yes.
Okay, and I think so. Beyond the module, I think it's also Trina is smart. Something about your digital. You're a smart solutions provider.
Yeah, Michael, you're right. Trina Solar actually we have a few segments of our business. So first one, the module just now we explained. Actually, we still have a Trina tracker. As you know, we have, I think, get the Trina tracker announced, also promoted recently. We hope we can deliver the reliable tracker for our customer. One more important is we have also distributed system, the solution. In China, I think it's famous is the Trina Home. Actually, for the overseas wise, we also will try to provide such kind of total solution. This means including the module and also the tracker or whatever together. One more business is our energy storage. This means Trina Solar in future we also provide the storage the system and also some service. I think this is our guideline. Yeah.
Okay, great. And so coming back to the modules. So when we look at modules, I think you have gigantic expansion plans. I think hardly anyone is as ambitious as Trina is these days. So what is your roadmap, and especially also when we look at large scale modules?
Yes, but I think now it's still following our plan to get the capacity expansion. By end of this year, basically we will have 50 gigawatt of the module capacity and 35 about the cell capacity. Then almost we will have 70 to 80% will be ultra high module. Yes, this is our plan. Yeah, now it's on the track, I think.
It's on track. Okay. So, okay. And so that will be mostly the 670 watt module that you
yes.
that you are promoting these days.
Yeah, because as I said just now, because our capacity is feasible for different products. That means with our production line, we can switch each other, the 400, 500, 550. For different scenario, basically, we can meet the different requirement from global-wise customer base. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, you've been very early and you've been a pioneer in this large-scale field. So, what were the takeaways from the market's reaction on high power modules? So, are you happy? So,
yeah, actually, the customer is very excited about this innovative product. This ultra high power, as you know, in the past few years, we always talk about 300 and 400, and last year we talk about 450, right? This 600 plus ultra high module actually gave a lot of the benefit for customer, because this product design concept is so-called low voltage and high current. We are jump out of our module design already. We are consider the module, the system-wise, the saving, because our lower voltage means we can have a more stream power, as presented by who is the guy, Trina Solar, just now, Yao Di. This is a ultra high module power. Not only module power is high, actually we have a new concept, lower voltage, because the system, the voltage is fixed. With our module lower voltage, this means we can get a more module per stream. The stream power increased, so the BOS will be saved. So this number, as our calculation, at least is 1 to 2 cents US dollar per watt. Different country, different region will be different, but this number is definitely we can get by customer. So this is the value. So they are very excited to demo and try our new product. Yeah, until now, actually, we got an order in hand already over 12 gigawatt above. This is for big utility scale. For the SNEC and the distributed system, we also have 3 to 4 gigawatts. They are very eager to try such kind of new product, ultra high module. The reason behind is still the value for our customer we can bring, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means you feel that you did something right. So what would say is the key takeaway actually you have on the general reactions, which were very positive, are
very positive. Yes, a lot of customers want to try, because now, as you know, currently a lot of pressure from the investor. They want to get more in return, right? Now there is no FIT or lower down FIT. Also, there is a very important thing is a different country and also try to get the very low PPA already, right? In China and in other region. So this module can bring more investment on the same PPA, for example. That's why this is a driving force, I think. We're confident. Yeah.
Okay. So how so modules have been growing a lot actually in the last 2 years. So, but they cannot grow endlessly. So, where do you see the end for module size growth, and what do you think? What determines the limit finally?
Yes, actually, from our understanding now, based on our current knowledge, is still limited by the logistic, the container, but it is not the container height. Sorry. It is the container. Yes, another one is the installation. Because this installation, the weight is if it's too big, there is some labor law. will be validated, right? So, but this is a current our understanding. But from my standpoint of view, we are very confident that in future, this will be changed because some innovative installation method will be come out. For example, the full automated the machine will be developed, I think. That's why I cannot draw a conclusion. Basically, according to current knowledge and the installation method, it will be limited, for example, the 40 kilo or something. But in future, this one will be definitely will be changed. Yeah, this is
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we just heard also from Ryzen actually that they showed also even 700 megawatt and even 2 kilowatt to the system voltage actually for modules, so that it continues at some point. So, but what do you think is if we go back or look at the module and the optimization potential? So, what do you think is still possible? Because of course. We've seen so much. I think cells are cut. We have lower gap technologies. We have so many optimizations. So what do you think is still possible?
I think it's for the PERC. I think there is quite mature already. I think there's still a little bit of room. For example, reach to 24%. It is still possible because Trina Solar now the cell efficiency mass production already reached 23.3 something already. I think by end of this year, 23.5 is definitely will reach. There is still need some room to improve to another 0.5%, especially for the saver and also the film, our PERC, the backside, the passivation film quality. The more important is the control, contamination control of our line, something like this. I think the most important improvement is still the supply chain. The cost, the big scale to drive the cost continuous down. This is for the PERC. I think probably where two or 3 years later, we'll jump to another generation, such like TOPCon, HJT, yes. But under current understanding, the PERC, there's still some room. And the more important is the cost. The supply chain get more mature, especially the 210 module, the ultra-high module. This one will bring more value for customer. And also important to improve the cost for our manufacturing side. For example, the ingot, wafer, cell, and module. The cost also will be. We still have room to improve, I think. Okay. Yeah, it's still.
But if we look at the wafer size, do you think so? 210 is the end, or is there also more room for that at some point?
Yes, I think basically, I think the 210 actually is come from semiconductor, 12-inch, right? It's 300 millimeters, basically. I think the solar industry wafer, the technology always learn from the semiconductor. But for the 12-inch, actually already stabilized in semiconductor industry already almost 15 years. The 18-inch and whatever is not so cost effective. Again, from current our knowledge, I think this size will be stabilized for quite a long time, for example, 3 to 5 years. But in future, still maybe probably will be more some changes, because now we have to solve a lot of the challenge. We are facing a lot of challenge. We have to solve it. For example, the wafering, right, slicing, is quite challenging already. I think it will be stabilized for 3 to 5 years, but in future, I still cannot say. For example, 10 years later, definitely will be changed. There is some breakthrough from the semiconductor at the same time for the solar industry. We always make the progressing, right? Yeah. Yeah,
that's a good statement. I like that. Well, you already mentioned on cells. You said that for PERCs actually there's still some potential. You see 24 is still possible. So Trina has been working on many different cell technologies. You've been working on IBC. You've been working on TOPCon. So if you look at it now, can you actually already say that's probably the next one to come, because some obviously have already picked a choice? Trina has at least publicly not so far.
No, if not public yet, this means still keeping secret. We just talk about the published one. As you know, Trina Solar, we have a static lab in China. It is quite. We have a lot of the research work in the past. We have a lot of technology reservation already. For example, IBC, maybe 2 years ago, we already reached 25%. We also have NTOPCon, HJT, whatever. We all have the reservation and research work. But what is the timing is more important is the cost. Is it cost effective or not? Compete against the PERC. So we will gradually put into mass production according to the supply chain and also the cost status. Okay. Yeah, definitely we have. Per Western, okay, for example. We have a lot. Yes.
I know. So let's go quickly back actually now. So you have a lot on modules and cells. So I think so. Let's look a little bit also once again on trackers batteries. So you have your tracker solution. There will be also and your batteries. Is there also something new coming up at SNEC? So.
Yes, we will have product exhibit on the at NEC. The tracker side, we will have our Trina tracker plus ultra high module 600 watt. Yeah, this one we will have a exhibit there. Yeah, also have storage. Yeah, probably I can show you when SNEC coming and give you a video to let you do the live show. I think we can do. Yes.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, and next year again in person. We are just talking a little bit, just briefly about. We are in the middle of this raw material shortage in many sectors, also in solar. Can you comment on the supply situation?
Yeah,
especially since right. Trina is so big and you have so big plans.
Yeah, as you know, recently there's the price increasing from raw material, except for the transportation and the other steel, whatever. For our industry chain, last year we have some price, the glass price increase, right? You can see now already get back normal, right? The silicon, right? Yes, you're right. Now is also increase, but this one definitely takes time because the capacity expansion of silicon raw material takes time. I think this issue should be solved by the whole industry, but it will be solved. Should be a short-term one. Yeah, I think definitely we have confidence. We are confident it will be solved.
Okay, and if you look at the cost roadmap, so of course in the recent times it was because of all these innovations also steeper, and now of course prices are going up, and that's because of cost going up. So how is this impacting the market demand also?
Yeah, so this one because as you know in China there is some. I think the very aggressive goal, right, from the different big company. Yeah. I think this one will have some impact. Yes, I think so. Yes, also for the overseas, because the return of invest will be reduced. Some project cannot proceed, I think. Yeah.
So that might be then just delayed by a year or half a year.
Yes, I think so. Yes, I think. But the actual number I cannot forecast. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Actually, so one more thing I want to talk about the 220 ultra high module, because the price everything is going up. Actually, the ultra high module power will see more benefits because the main saving come from the racking and the cabling and also the other cost of WS. This all unit price increase of the steel and also the copper. This one will be better. Actually, we can show more benefit with our ultra high module, actually.
Okay, I think that's a nice way to counter that. I think that's a good argument indeed. Yeah. Maybe as a last question, you are at this, you will be at the end of the year at 50 gigawatt module, 35 cells. If we look at that, a couple of other companies have also expanded, a few ones go really big, but even, I don't know, the smaller companies, everyone is expanding. You even hear about new companies getting into the business. So do we have to, okay, the market is growing fast and only limited at the moment by silicon. Demand would be obviously much higher. But do you think demand is in the short term high enough to really absorb all these module capacity that we're seeing, or do you expect some consolidation?
Yeah, actually, Michael, as you know, the global warming is a global problem. All government have some target of the carbon peak carbon dioxide emission, and they achieve the carbon neutralization, right? Actually, I think this market demand in future will grow. From our expectation, probably 5 years later will be 300 gigawatt above. Now, as you know, only 150 something, maybe probably this year, 150 to 170 something. This means definitely market demand will grow. Another one is the capacity. Currently, I think the high quality capacity is still less. Because the new capacity coming, this means we have more competitive cost, and also can bring down the LCOE down. This is very key. So Trina Solar, don't worry about too much. First one, the market demand is there. Another one is this ultra-high module capacity is more competitive. But some old capacity definitely will be phased out. For example, the very old one, because now its manufacturer cost is too high. I think this is something like the industry cycle. We definitely do, to understand it. Another one is the capacity. Yes, still some room to meet the demand, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a great and very positive statement.
Yeah,
I'm very happy about that. Okay, I think that's it from my side. Thanks so much for joining us, Frank. I would like to conclude and come to an end for our two-day very high power solar modules event of Taiyang News. First of all, thanks again to our sponsors. Without them, these events would not be possible. We are having, We are having actually our report based on this conference coming out during SNEC. It will be launched there, published, and also distributed as a printed version. So if you are at SNEC, please pick up a copy. Here is a quick or short poll. If you liked our event, please feel free to answer. Thanks so much. That helps us improving. That's what we always strive for. Leave that open for a while. Next slide would be if you still need something to read until our next report comes out in 2 weeks, please download our Solar Tracker Market Survey, which we launched last month. We are also, the industry is growing, so are we. If you're looking for a job as a solar analyst, please feel invited to apply with Taiyang Min. Then I would point to our next event. So this was the preview event to SNEC where we focused on solar modules. In the review events, we will focus on solar cell production equipment. SNEC has been traditionally also for the last few years the place where solar cell manufacturers or solar cell production equipment manufacturers display their latest product, and our people, our staff will be there to look what's available, and we will put that into a market survey and talk about it at our next event on June 17. Thanks so much for everyone joining us. Have a nice day, or have a nice evening, or have a good night, and hopefully see you soon back again. Thanks so much to everyone, and especially also to the Taiyang News team. Thank you. Bye-bye.